I made £135,000 from just 3 songs, generating nearly 40 million streams. Now, I'm going to show you the numbers so you can kind of see the case studies. I'm going to break down the artists that I've been developing from last year to now, just one or two artists, and I'm going to talk to you about the problem inside the music industry, what's happening, why artists ain't making money, where they need to focus on, and then I'm going to give you full-blown access into my community, how you can learn the blueprint, how you can start making money like this, and how where should be putting your money into so you can start triggering Spotify algorithms. Now, guys, I'm gonna go into a few bits here just so you lot can kind of see within yourself. Let's go into this. This is something that is very important for every artist that watch this. You can see it with yourself what the numbers of what's going on Spotify 2024. That was last year. So 12 million artists uploading music to Spotify last year. Less than 0.6% generated around $10,000 or more in royalties. Now, this kind of just means this, guys. Only 0.6% is making money. That's made money or recouped money. Like, everyone else is spending thousands of dollars in music, spending thousands of dollars on beats, $1,000 on music videos, $1,000 on promo. They're not putting the money in the right places, and they're just not making no money from it. So they can't stay consistent. And it's about having a budget and understanding what's gonna trigger the algorithms or what's gonna develop you as an artist. It's about spending your budget wisely so you could then recoup and keep on going. Now, this article got published March the 12th, 2025. You can go look it up. You can type it in. You can go look it up and read it for yourself. I'm going to go into key areas as well, because it says only 1,450 artists generated around 1 million and more in royalties. Now, that is crazy. That might not even be a percentage. Well, it's not a percentage because 0.6% made around 10%. So it might be 0.0000001% made a million streams and more. Now, I'm here to stop that. I'm here to give you guys, you artists, managers, producers, the tools, the infrastructure of where to invest your money, because in music, we're all investing our money in the wrong places. Now, I was very fortunate for many years to understand where to invest my money. I've never lost any money from music without recouping. Like, I've invested years ago, and what I told you about Spotify. So I'm going to tell you about Spotify numbers. I'm going to show you my Ditto account so you can kind of see it for yourself and we can get straight into it. Now, let me flick my screen. I just wanted to go to the key points so you can kind of see. Here's the key points. So look, I've got £773 to even take out. But yeah, anyway, look, guys, you can see, here's best performing countries, obviously the UK, £93,000. It shows you how much money you made from Apple, from YouTube Music, Instagram, Deezer, Amazon, etc. Now, I just want to go and show you. This is the total. The total is £135,000. £135,000. And the streams is around 40,000 streams. You get me? Yes, near it off to the nearest 10. Yeah, so 40,000. Now, you can go into Apple. So obviously, Apple Music is great. It done us good. We made £44,000 from Apple Music. We made £75,000 from Spotify. We made £4,000 from Amazon. We made just under £1,000 from Deezer. We made £619 from Instagram, and we made £8,200 from YouTube Music. This is amazing. Now we go onto the tracks. Now, guys, I'm gonna block out the tracks because obviously, you know, you don't want the evil eye. You just want to carry on just doing your thing for it to stream. But here will be blocked out. Now you can see there's 372 downloads only, 223, 260 36 downloads, 176. Now, the top streaming song got 21 million streams. 21 million streams from one single. It made £73,000. That's what it looks like to get 21 million streams, £73,000. The next single got around 9 million streams. It made £33,000. The next single got around 8.6 million streams and it made £29,000. Now, guys, I want you to understand, we released this. So if I go to details to show you the details of the first track. So the first track that we released was this one. I'm going to block out all the top so you can't see it. Does it show the release? It doesn't show the release, but we released this just during COVID times. So during COVID times, it got released, this song. These songs got released back to back. It got released during COVID times. Now, COVID is around, 4 years ago. The investment was around £30,000 to £35,000. So I've made £100,000 profit from my initial investment in 4 years. And this is how the rich stay rich, when you put your money in the right places. Do you know what I mean? This is where you put your money in the right places. And it was literally, then we didn't have TikTok. We was developing artists on Instagram. We was working the song. We was paying for digital ads. We was doing all these things to build songs. So with songs, guys, it's like a lot of you lot might have bangers, and then you sleep on the bangers. Don't sleep on the bangers. You get me? Keep on pumping money into the bangers so you can keep on printing money. Because if the song's performing well, you got millions of streams. Now, with this song, I can do videos or short form content and keep on pumping more money to produce more money. And I'm going to demonstrate that within the next couple of months, just to show you the power of having a song out there, back catalogue, and keep on pumping money. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So even what I will say to you is being consistent. Being consistent is the most important thing. Dropping once a month. We dropped once a month. I'll always tell artists to drop once a month. There's an artist that I've been developing, and this artist who I've been developing, he is dropped once a month. He was dropping once a month. But I only worked with him for one song. And obviously, I told him to drop once a month. What he done is he dropped twice, and then he hasn't been very consistent. But let me show you the power of one of the songs that we worked on with him, so you can kind of see the logistics of who this artist is. Let me get his credentials up. Bear with me, guys. It's very important that you look kind of see. Okay, cool. It's an artist called Free Rent. Now, artist is he's Turkish. So the content that he makes, you can see it. You'll be able to see it, bro.
Belki de bir sorun var. Kafamda hep soru var. Bilinmeyen numaralar. Gece gündüz hep arar. Cevapsız bir kaçam.
I think this song is crazy, by the way. When I first listened to it, it's crazy. But what I will say with Free Ren is you can see that he's talking in his language. So it doesn't matter if you're a rapper. It doesn't matter if you're from a different country, speaking in your language. It doesn't matter if you're R&B, drum and bass. This method, it works with everyone. Do you know what I mean? And obviously developing him, obviously where we worked on one-to-one, we just worked on the one track. And I gave him the formula for him to carry on doing it. Now, the main thing is to trigger the Spotify algorithms and drive people to the song and make people see the song and whatnot. So that's what we kind of worked on, and that's what we focused on. I want to show some case studies of like where the song was when we was doing it. So I'm just flicking my screen. I'll show you shortly. Just so you lot can kind of see insights of like the song, like first single release, flick the screen. Obviously, this is the first single release campaign, and we focused on putting in the money in the right area. We didn't do no digital, we didn't do no Google ads. We done Meta ads, you get me, and we drove. We used the right strategies, you get me, just to drive people to actually streaming the song and watching the video, and this is the results. Now, as you can see, at the time the song was on 100,000 streams. Here, guys, yeah, almost 101,000 streams. It got added to 2,500 playlists. So this is what happens: they will add the song to the playlist, and obviously, he got up to 12,000 monthly listeners. This is just from one song, his first ever video. One song, his first ever video, he got up to 12,000 monthly listeners. Now, going into this, at the time, obviously, we screenshot this when obviously the song, it was still growing and whatnot. But look, this is where 100,000 streams in 60 days, guys. Unique strategy rollout. Now, I want you lot to kind of see. I want you lot to see his Spotify. So if you look at his Spotify, so you can kind of see. Obviously, he hasn't released. He hasn't been consistent. But this is the song that we worked on. The song's still streaming, guys. Imagine that. The song is still streaming. To release, the song is still streaming, and this is what I mean. Your songs will always stream. So, just explaining to you that the reason why I made £135,000 is because the song kept on streaming and the artist kept on releasing. And if you stay consistent, now you're printing money. You're printing money for yourself. Now, I'm gonna go into and show you, just give you some motivation and know the power of doing things, guys. Like, and I come across this guy's YouTube, this guy's TikTok. Big respect to him. Drop him a follow. He talks about marketing. But so let's watch this video.
I got dropped from my label 2 days before Eyes Wide Open
they're
dropped.
sick right now.
Yeah, super sick. Me and Carlin was at my manager. We said, we just don't know what to do now. Like, we were trying to get distro deals and trying to get like a publishing, but no one was really trying to give us anything. And then we had Worst Behavior in the bank, and me and Carlin were just like, it needs to come out one way or another. We just didn't know how to
Was
do it.
Kehlani already
No, she wasn't on it.
Oh, yeah.
This was just the single by itself. And then we were like, we need to find a way to put it out, but we didn't have any money to like mix or master it. So my manager was just like, let's create a website and put it on there and get people to buy it for $1.99. If we get 500 people that have bought it, that's £1,000 into our pocket, and we can pay my engineer to mix and master it quickly. We ended up selling like 5,000 units or something like that, which made us a good amount of money.
Amazing.
We was able to mix it, master it, put it on DSPs, shoot more content for it. And after I put that first video up, it just went.
See, this is what I mean about digital marketing just turning into one thing with music. Music.
Before the brother speaks, big shout out to him. I'm gonna play what he says. I love insights. I love free game like this. Did you hear, guys? Like, this is the position that you're in. Like, she had no money. She made a website. She done £1.50 to sell directly to consumer. She sold 500 copies, 5,000 copies, and then boom. And even going into it, just so you know, like, bro, she's a very, 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 she's blowing up right now. And this is the song with Kalani and whatnot, and this is her streams, just so you can kind of see. Now, this is the song that she's talking about, Worst Behavior. This is the original. 12 million streams, 25 million streams. Now and her label dropped her. Understand that. Understand that her label dropped her. She's got around 450,000 followers on both platforms, TikTok and Instagram, to show the power of obviously building your own personal brand. You get me? So I'm not gonna go into the building your own personal brand. I'm just going on to giving you lot some hunger. When you watch this, you lot know, like, right, yeah, this here, you can do it. Doesn't matter. You can do it. You can push it. You can do it. And let's go. So let's play this.
Music nowadays is about marketing. I don't care. She weren't popping at the time where she decided that she was gonna start a website and start selling her track, and she made P off it. She could pay an engineer, make more content, and then the track just went pure. Have a website that you own, that you can sell to directly to your audience on. don't even need to have a massive following. You don't even need to be the biggest artist. You don't need to be the biggest. You could still make enough to pay for the basic stuff to actually try and propel your career. That is just proof positive in itself. Having a digital footprint, having a website now, owning your audience can really help you. You can make money from music before you're even popping. Like, how smart is the marketing strategy here? First of all, she sold a product that wasn't physically available yet. So it was kind of like a pre-sale. Managed to get enough money to cover the cost to release the product, which is now fueling the marketing campaign for one of her biggest tracks out. And it's all from having a footprint, a website. Marketing goes hand in hand. It's like 50%. You need to have musical talent, good tunes, but then you also need to have your marketing strategy locked down. My levels of respect for K1 have just gone. If they were high already because of the tunes that she makes, it's just gone boom through the roof, man.
What I'll say to you, I think it's a bit more than 50%, because I think if you've got the talent and you've got the marketing is more important than the talent right now, and it goes to show. And that is crazy. That is crazy case studies. That's crazy success story. And she's literally starting. Do you know what I'm trying to say? She's literally starting. That's the power, guys. Now going on to an artist who I was developing last year. We worked on 3 songs. We dropped a song once every single month. We've done the 3-song strategy. A lot of you lot, the reason why I'm making this, speaking about new stuff, a lot of you lot might not know me. I was involved in an artist called Dig That. It was the first drill song to chart a top 20. I've been involved in over 1 billion streams. I've worked with multiple artists. We created history. I've got platinum, plats. I've got gold, silver. I've been in the music industry. I know marketing. I specialize in marketing, so you're at the right place. Now, this is pure game insights. Now, guys, artist called Siru. So I flip my screen so you kind of know who the artist is, so you can kind of see. This is the artist, you get me? Obviously, we worked on a song called West Norwood. That's got 1.7 million views in 10 months. We worked on a song called 12 a.m. in Norwood. That's the second song. That's got nearly 200k views in 9 months. We worked on a song called Green Bandana. That's got nearly 450k views. Now, all the rest of them is after he got signed, and that the idea with Be With You was my idea, telling them to do something that's based along the lines of Miles Malone, done a song cover against Rich 32, and so the Be With You is based on that. So yeah, now let me kind of show you some case studies so you can see, because guys, it's not that you're like, I know you're asking, why ain't I getting no attention? Why don't I get no streams? Why don't I get no views or whatnot? Do you know what I mean? And it's not that. It's just, you're just spending your money in the wrong places. And a lot of artists will see things like this and they just will see it, but they always think they can do it by themselves. Do you know what I mean? And you can do it by yourself, but it might cost you a lot more doing it by yourself. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, like I said, some case studies, this would Dig That. You get me? Same thing, 3-song marketing strategy. At the end of Tactics, we promoted Air Force. You get me? And Air Force was the main song. Now you see Air Force on 40 million streams, and then Air Force Remix. This is what made history. Do you know what I mean? So forth. I copied and pasted this marketing strategy and I applied it with Siru. So I wanted to put this song, Siru wanted to release this song first, no problem. I said the song's a hit. So I wanted to put this song third or second. But anyway, we done it all the other way around. We promoted this song. At the end, we done a preview for 12 a.m. in Norwood, a freestyle. And then we done a preview for Green Bandana. You get me? So all of this happened. That now you can see the views and go and so forth. Now, I always say 10x your streams because your list is sell directly to your consumer. Because the reason why I'm saying that, you can see what the video that you just watched. You can raise money, you get me? But all of these areas, people like to talk about, this is what we can do. Well, man can actually do it, but the hard work, it's not just within, okay, here's the strategy. You lot need to go out and do the strategy. Now, obviously, from us releasing the song West Norwood, you already had 200 subscribers. Now, in 3 days, you got 76k views. That means it was in the algorithms. People really liked the song. You get me? Obviously, at that time, a lot of people put a lot of Google ads. We didn't put no Google ads on. We just focused on marketing. We focused on digital ads, meta ads, and whatnot. You get me? And from doing that, obviously his subscribers blew up. You get me? And we drove people to listen to the song and watch the video. It triggered the algorithms. Obviously now his song's almost on 10,000 subscribers already, and that's very powerful. At that time, in free posts here, he got 1,000 followers, and he was on his journey. Now he's on almost 9,000, 20,000 followers on TikTok. Very powerful to build your personal brand. Now, with Spotify, this is where it works. Everyone wants to get this up. He had 576 monthly listeners, guys. Get me? When man was finished with him in 90 days, he got 101,000 monthly listeners. That's what he got. 101,000 monthly listeners. Do you know what I mean? Powerful. In 90 days. You get me? And that he got signed to the Orchard. Because this is what a lot of artists want to do. A lot of artists do what they do to get signed or to get investment. Well, I specialize in doing this to get you signed and investment so you can go and do what you need to do and be another success story. And this is my aim, is for you guys to becoming success stories. Do you know what I mean? That's the whole point. The whole point is becoming successful stories. You get me? But if you're not doing it yourself, you're not gonna be a success story. I'm sorry, like, it's harder now. You get me? A lot of artists be like, yeah, this has happened. I don't need to do this, that. I don't need to pay for that. No problem. You get me? I'm not gonna persuade you. This is what you need to do. You just, if it works for you, it works for you. I've had people message me 9 years, not 9 years, sorry. I've had people message me from when I started doing management. And 7, 8 years down the line, they're still messaging me. Like, and I'm saying, in that 8 years, what have you achieved? And they're saying, well, we ain't really achieved nothing. And it's fine, because there's no one giving game and giving strategies like that. Everyone likes to gatekeep it. Well, man's time to give it to you guys. Give it to you guys. But at the same time, you need to commit. Do you know what I mean? You need to commit. So obviously, with Siru, obviously he got a 4-single deal. He owns the masters. He got investors. You get me? And in 2025, he was kind of one to watch in UK rap. And obviously, he released this song, Be With You. You get me? Obviously, you can see that here, 150k views in 6 days, trending number 6, 100k streams in a week. Amazing. Now, that is amazing. Now, going into some case studies so you lot can see, you get me? Because the label was knocking down these doors, and this is what we was focusing on, putting budgets into meta ads, putting budgets into short form content. Because, guys, that's what it is. Everyone got music videos. I don't put too much energy into music videos. I put the energy into short form content, and I drive people to actually watching the short form content. Then they click on the actual song and they actually listen to the song, and then it affects the algorithms, and it goes from there and there and there. Like, but I'm just wanting to show you, as there's full transparency of case studies of what's working and how we did this and how we did that. Now, obviously, you can show from the clicks, you get me, which men, women, you get me, impressions, how much money we were spending, what we made. So just to kind of let you know, like, we had a budget of like 650, but it's like within the 2 weeks, we made another 650 worth of streams, and then it just carried on going. The algorithms carried on going, you get me? So it's like, now, like, if I'm flicking it, going to his actual streams now, actually what's going on with his streams, so you lot can kind of see it for yourself. I will show you, look, get me? You lot can kind of see this, like, boom. West Norwood is on 3.5 million streams. Now, remember this article, guys. Remember this article that I said, get me, 0.6 generated around $10,000 or more. Well, safe to say that this one track has made more than $10,000 and more. So he's in that 0.6%. Now, the domino effect is Green Bandana, 12 a.m. Again, he just dropped this song, Be With You. So now he's printing money. He's printing money. He's in the algorithms. He's printing money. And because this song done so well, this song got added to the UK Rap Spotify playlist. Now, from Siru's song get added to UK Rap Spotify playlist, we didn't pitch it. It just happened because of Spotify algorithms. What happens is when you start hitting the algorithms, it shows them, all right, this song's performing better. Let's start adding this song into this. And that's the key. This is what we was doing. So we cracked the formula around that. You get me? And we're just like, yeah, this is what's doing. This is what we're doing here. Now, he's on his way. Like, he can now sell songs directly to his fan base and sell 1,000 songs and crack on and do that. Trust me, he can do that. Now, I want to kind of talk about artists that potentially, they're like you guys. 1 second. Let me move this over here. Let me get this up so you lot can see it. Bear with me 1 second. So I want to move this over here. I want to speak about these artists. I want to play this to you lot so you lot can see it.
Yo, what's good?
Wait. So I'm going to speak about these artists here, just in a sense of like, they're from Australia. With me, I like to develop artists. I want to focus on developing artists in the UK, but I want to build that whole crazy community where you got artists from America, Australia, everyone into one, connecting. There's games, there's talent, there's like challenges, and people, this is what we're doing. This is the challenge. This is the prize. This is what we're going to go on. Whoever wins this challenge, boom, 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 and we're going to do this. So I started doing some developing in Australia, because I just wanted to like know that, listen, like, it doesn't matter about how talented you are. It matters about what we can do here, like, in terms of like, it matters about, am I good developing artists, or am I just a one-trick pony? So this is some Australian artists. I'll let you know. And this is more for artists that are struggling with even getting past 1,000 streams. Like, every time they're dropping, they're not even doing 1,000 streams, or doing 500 streams. Just showing you the same template works. You get me? So you heard Turkish artists, now you're going to hear some Australian artists, but you can see what they've got to say first.
We're Brazdink.
We're for artists from Australia. We've been working with Bouncer for about 28 days.
28 days. And in that 28 days, we've gone from 86 monthly listeners to at least 4.2 now.
And also, we've seen a massive increase in our streams. We've also gotten our most streamed song now, from usually averaging about 500 to 600 streams to 6,000 all Spotify algorithmic streams through playlists such as the radio and the mixes. So really recommend working with Bouncer if you're from Australia.
100%.
Peace.
Thank you.
Yo, what's good?
Now, guys, let's get into some case studies, man. So you can kind of see it. So you can kind of see who they are, because a lot of artists, sometimes I want you to kind of understand, like, it doesn't matter. It don't matter about the talent. It just matters about where you're putting your money and what you're doing. Now, they said they had 86 monthly listeners. 86 monthly listeners. They was averaging around 500 streams. So understand, you see the domino effect when artists drop, and they drop consistently, and all it takes is that one song to go, then it's a domino effect. But I want to talk about at a lower area when artists are on their way. So not the Sirus or the Free Rens, because it's like, okay, they're there. I want to talk about where you guys are. So just flipping the screen. Now, they've got, from 86 monthly listeners, they've now got 4,402 monthly listeners, and they're developing. Now, their last 3 songs has been a domino effect. People have been listening to their catalogue. Now, in a day, they got around 1,000 streams, and then the next day you got like 2,000 and something streams, and it's been going up. Now it's on 7,000. So they're on course to go into their first 10,000 streams. And when I spoke to them, I was asking them, what is your target? They said their target was to get to 10,000 monthly listeners, and they want to get obviously they'll be happy if they get a song that's doing 50 to 100,000 streams. Okay, cool. We're gonna meet them targets, no problem. So, and just so you can kind of listen to their music quickly so you can hear it. It will be good.
The man, every time I pull up, they like, what's the plan? What's the plan?
Lost his mind when he saw that I made deposits.
He's seen before.
Got the world in his hand, and the day he lost it.
And here's my thing, guys. It doesn't matter about the talent, the talented artists. It matters about where you're investing your money and where you're going to see a return involved in short form content and so forth, and how it works. So it's very important. These are the keys where you need to focus on. Or what's going to happen, guys, if flicking the screen again, because I want you lot to kind of register this, guys, because nearly everyone's involved in this. It's 99.4% of music artists ain't making money. If you keep on putting your money in the wrong areas, you'll become someone like this. Now, I'm saying all this, okay, there needs to be a solution, or there needs to be some sort of help. Well, of course, there's some sort of help, because the man's here, the Bouncer Hub. The reason why I made the Bouncer Hub marketing, coaching, mentoring, consultancy. So I've created a community which I'm putting 100%, 10% in. Before, I was doing a lot of one-to-one with artists, and I want to make sure I give value to as much artists as well, so they got the teaching from me and they can carry on doing it and being very, very successful. If artists are successful, then it means that us as a culture, we're owning more market share. Understand that, like in music as a whole. Now, so I'm on the app School. Now, School is an app, SKOOL. Download it. It's on Android or iPhone, and have a community. It's like a Facebook community. It's a community, and you have people commenting. You get me? So here you can see people commenting, boom, 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 your biggest inspiration, blah, 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 blah. I have a powerful community of everyone just commenting, new, do you know what I mean, locked in with their music. So it's like a whole community where people receive, they connect with each other. It doesn't matter what parts of the world they're from, they connect. If I look at the map, is here, if we go to the map, you'll be able to kind of see, like, there's everyone's here. Now, the aim for this community is to have people everywhere, all around the world, connecting with each other, us having multiple classes. If I go to Canada, everyone's on Zoom. I do a class every other week. So I got one next week, Saturday, Sunday. Week on Sunday, it says 9 p.m. here, but it's 6 p.m. UK time. Now, I'm about to add a few more other people, producers, engineers, do you know what I mean? Digital ads. So this community, people can actually learn insights and become their own label, and give you the power to become their own label. Now, classroom section is one of the most important things as well, innit? So with classroom section, you got music mastery. So you got music mastery. So you see this, you'll be able to see there's loads of record label distribution, 30 minutes. With this now is you have your own profile, you make it, you name yourself. So with me, I always like to give so much information here, so you look kind of know infrastructure, what to do, information, because a lot of musicians, they actually don't really know the business side of music. And if you don't know the business side of music, you will become unstuck here. You become unstuck, and there will be a lot of pitfalls that you could have avoided. Now, the most important thing when I spoke about the Siru marketing strategy and how I got in from 500 monthly listeners to 100,000 monthly listeners, I'm about to give you the full-blown access to this. Now, just going straight to here, you'll be able to see full-blown step-by-step access from Siru. You can kind of see, look, bam, how to choose 3 songs, marketing test snippets, selecting your song, marketing strategy, Siru, boom, 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 boom. Now, this is the exact step-by-step plan. Now, what I'm looking to do, get me, I'm all thinking about it here, is I want to set up a challenge for artists. Get me? They create this, they do the campaign. I want to give a giveaway. I want to give a prize. Anyone does this, they'll give them a prize, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 giveaway. You have to do this. These are the steps to enter it. When you're ready to start it, I want to see the success stories. You get me? Boom, 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 boom. So now you have access to this, guys. Now, you have access to so many things, but that's the most powerful thing that you will need to have access to as well. There's loads of other areas when it comes to the digital ad side of things, when it comes to mastermind retreats. That's coming soon, one-to-one coaching. So, but what I will say to you also is, if I go to the leaderboard, it's like on here, you comment in the leaderboard and you just go up levels. You get me? How you go up levels. People comment in, they go up levels, and they get certain perks, playlists, etc., 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 and you go from there. I'm gonna make it more interesting at the moment. It's like this, guys. What I will say to you, you can get every other week a webinar with myself. Every other week for up to 1 year. Me talking about marketing, me mentoring you, coaching you. Every artist need help with advice and boom, boom, boom. You can get this every other week in group sessions online. You have to do download Zoom, you go to calendar sessions here, bam, you join it, you're in, we start it, boom, that's it. You go off, you do your music. Now, you don't need no help with marketing because you've got your marketing team covered, period. You get me? You can get everything. You can get that, and you can get the Siru step-by-step guide. Now, I'm running. I've got 2K people in here. I'm running these sorts of infrastructures and step-by-step guides. Now, for me, it's more artist showing commitment. You get me? You're spending thousands of pounds on music videos. You're spending £50 an hour on studio, or you're spending a couple £100 on mixed and mastering. So the reason why I've gone low like this is more for artists to kind of understand this, create success stories, and build a full community, music community ecosystem that artists around the world can collaborate with each other and grow our scene. You get me? So I'm doing everything for literally a one-off payment of £50. Now, $68. $68 a one-off payment for $68 to join this. That's all it is. If you're watching this and the price goes up, because obviously the price is not going to remain the same. It's only literally, I'm going to probably say, look, we'll get it to 2.5 or 3K members, and then potentially we'll just put the price up, because this is thousands of pounds infrastructure, but we're giving it for $68. You get me? Because it's more creating success stories and building communities, and seeing what UK artists can do a song with American artists, what UK artists can do a song with Australian artists, or Europe artists, and bridging that gap. And this is something that our culture needs. This is something that cultures need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the link in description. So I'm going to leave the app for you to download the app. I'm going to leave the link for you to obviously directly join the community, and you'll get a message by myself. Also, you get a message with my team, kind of just making sure that you watch the videos and boom, 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 and we'll be setting up challenges. Only that, I'll be using my platforms, and I'm on TikTok. I'm all over TikTok. I've got pages upon pages. I'll just show you, look, quickly. I've got pages upon pages. Bouncer. 1 second, guys. I've got pages upon pages. Go to username. I've got pages upon pages that if I see something that I like, I will promote it. This is my main page, 353K followers. I've got another page that's got 309K followers, 17K followers, 93, and I'm building. But if I see something that I like, or I see people doing the challenge, I'm going to react to it and give that engagement and give man free game. So yeah, £50, $68. Join the community now. I look forward to seeing you on the webinar. I look forward to locking in, man, taking everything serious. And music is easy. It's where you invest your money. It's where you invest your money. It's where you look at the business side, understand the business side, and become success stories like this lady here. I think I'm going to go look it up again just so you guys can kind of, I'll finish it off one more time just so you guys can see this is where everyone is, and obviously we need to be there, innit? So
I got dropped from my label 2 days before Eyes Wide Open
they're
dropped.
sick right now.
Yeah, super sick. Me and Colin was at my manager. We said, we just don't know what to do now. Like, we were trying to get distro deals and trying to get like a publishing, but no one was really trying to give us anything. And then we had worse behavior in the bank, and me and Colin were just like, it needs to come out one way or another. We just didn't know how to
Was
do it.
Kaylani already
No, she
on
wasn't
it?
on it.
Oh yeah.
This was just the single by itself. And then we were like, we need to find a way to put it out, but we didn't have any money to like mix or master it. So my manager was just like, let's create a website and put it on there and get people to buy it for $1.99. If we get 500 people that have bought it, that's £1,000 into our pocket, and we can pay my engineer to mix and master it quickly. We ended up selling like
deal.
5,000 units or something like that, which made us a good amount of money.
Amazing.
We was able to mix it, master it, put it on DSPs, shoot more content for it. And after I put that first video up, it just went.
See, this is what I mean about digital.
I'm gonna finish it like that, guys, and just let you know that she didn't wait for no one. She done it herself. She pivoted things outside the box, and she done it herself. And you know when you said, "Oh, creating websites, boom, 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 marketing, etc." I'm gonna show you something as well quickly. I'm gonna show you something just so you can see how serious everything is. Like, I want you to look to see how serious everything is. She done it herself, and that's where you have to give so much respect. TBH Music, blah 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 blah. I own this website, and guess what? We create templates, Drake templates, District templates. We create websites for artists. You get me? AI automation, building your data. So everything she's talking about, this is what we've been doing, and for the past year plus, this is what I've been building, slowly building, doing loads of in-person live webinars. So I done a live masterclass just to show you. I want to show you something else just before I finish. Sorry guys, I know this is long, but anyone that's involved in music gonna take this serious. You get me? So this is my website. Links in my bio. You get me? And it just shows people. There's videos here. You can watch it. This one here. Now, communities, case studies. Obviously, been in the game a long time. But things like this, innit? You get me? I do a lot of webinar masterclasses in person.
Been running ads, and I've been doing press runs and all of that kind of stuff. But the way that people are running ads is very different from how I've been doing it. So
the last one, and within a few minutes, I've soaked up so much game. It completely shifted my perception of the music industry, how to.
So in a year, this is everything we've built. You get me? This year, around a month ago, I done 2 events in Manchester, one in Brighton, £1 a ticket, for musicians just to get the knowledge game, to give back. You get me? Because I know that music is expensive, and it's important to save your money and put your money in other places. Last year, I done event in 2 events in London. 700 people had turned up. So yeah, man, I look forward to working with you guys, music artists, managers, producers, and yeah, man. Peace. Link in description.